Incoming ADEX chart.
Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Charts Like You've Never Seen Them Before. We're looking at ADEX today. This is starting off with the weekly. It's ticking up. This is still down. Usually this one lags the most. My new indicator that I just wrote the program myself. We've just hit an arrow, which is not a guarantee, but sometimes a great time to buy. Numeric indicator tone base uses. We just hit a 9, meaning we've sold off 9 days in a row with the low below the day of 4 days prior. 9s usually mark the end. Look at this 9. So officially, you would want to see a new bar trading above the 9 bar. To the daily, we've got a nice compression through here. It's been compressed for a very long time. It might explode aggressively. We've started to expand. Sometimes an expansion is a very big deal. Here's one. Took it up quite a bit, not as much as this one. It doesn't tell you much about how much it's going to move, just that it might be a lot. These look kind of overbought, but it's still pretty good. You got the blue over the red. Sometimes this will stay overbought forever. Like here it hit overbought towards the very beginning of this rally, but stayed up there. Really what you should look for is the halfway point. And it's above half. Once it goes above half, then it might start to take off. Below half. The daily over here, we got what? We've got some potential bottoms. This one's looking the best because we're still above it. This one we stayed at it. We hit it again and stayed below it within 3 candles. Here we did hit below it once, but then we've stayed above it towards the top. We're above the tops of these previous candles. We're pointed up here, which is good. We're pointed up here, which is good. And switch to the 12-hour, about the same, very good. 12-hour, very good. 4-hour, again very good, and this is a 2 above a 1. It just started. 2 above a green number above a previous green number is officially the time to buy according to the rules of this indicator. We got decent volume. 4-hour. We haven't hit a top arrow. We might be getting kind of close to that. But you know, it can hit it a bunch on the way. It looks like this is a good reversal. You went above it, stayed above it. 4-hour. Yeah, maybe it'll start to trade a little sideways for a few 4-hour candles. It's still up, up. On the 1-hour all the way up to a 5, it looks like this is going to hit a 9, which might lead to a sell-off. This is like a medium. It can be much less, it can be more. A 9, that was a very long-term top. This 9 was not much. Here's the sell-off from this 9. 3 hours. And then it, I don't know, went up a bunch. So yeah, and don't get too carried away on the hourly. It's best to look at it for maybe a good entry point, but finish off by looking at a longer term chart to make sure you're not trying to catch like 2% up in a downtrend and then you get crushed. 20% the next day when you're not looking. Raiders